Welcome back here to Coburn Park as we head to the bottom of the first as Alex Teska gets the start on the mound.
Up to bat, number 11, Dawson Bailey.
On the mound for the home team, or the away team. Dawson Bailey up the plate to get us started here in the bottom of the first. The right-hander Teska will fire his first pitch in, and it's low for ball one. Dawson Bailey, the 5'11", 175 from Porter, New York, attends Niagara University, and he takes strike one there on the outside corner. Moves the count to 1-1. Teska with the 1-1 delivery. That one's outside. Moves the count to 2-1 now. Bailey starting at center field today as he chops this one up the middle. Cowles is there to make the play over to first, and he's able to get him a nice play by Ben Cowles to retire the leadoff man, Dawson Bailey. And the second baseman now, Zaxbus, will come to bat. The left-hander. So one gone on the nice play by the shortstop, Cowles. And there's strike one right down the middle to Anderson Zaxbus. So the 0-1 now with one gone. And there's strike number two. So Zaxman in an 0-2 hole here as Teska delivers. That one's outside for ball one. Good eye there by Zaxman to lay off that one. Teska ready to go again. That one's down low and it goes off shin guard, and it moves the count to 2-2 now. Teska ready to fire in the 2-2. Swing. That one's over to left field. Cowles is there, and then coming over there is a third baseman to get that one as Marcia show as Cowles is right behind him to back him up.
Stop number 22, Xavier Warren.
Xavier Warren will stride in now as there's two gone here in the bottom of the first. No score. Teska, strike one. Warren fouls that one back, and it's quickly 0-2 as Teska has gotten in front of all three of his hitters he's faced so far here in the bottom of the first. Teska, the right-hander, that goes to St. John Fisher College, as he'll back off the mound here and will reset right up in Rochester, New York. This is the left-hander Warren with the 0-2 count on him. That went just outside, and it moves the count to 1-2 now. Teska ready to go with the 1-2 count. Warren, a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. As we'll head to the second. We're scoreless here at Coburn Park.
Now pitching number 15, Chad Nelson.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to Coburn Park here for the top of the second. Chad Nelson, the right-hander, on the mound now for the Pilots. And you can see him coming with that beard. Edgett takes strike one. Stephen Edgett, the right-hander, at the plate now. Edgett from Webster, New York, as he fouls one off there, and it's 0-2. 6'3", 190, plays at St. John Fisher. He's got a couple of his buddies on this team as well. As he is in an 0-2 hole here against Chad Nelson, the side armor. Here's the delivery. That one's outside and well in the dirt. Hernandez does a good job to get in front of that one. And the count moves to 1-2 now on Edgett. Here in the top of the second, still no score, only one hit in this game so far. That one's in the dirt as well. Catches Hernandez up in the mask. And the count moves to 2-2 on Edgett now. 2-2 count. Chad Nelson ready to deliver to Edgett again here. That one flared into right. Back to get it in. It's going to fall, and it's going to be a leadoff single for Stephen Edgett here in the top of the second.
Now up to swing the back catcher, number 28, Liam Harding.
And it's catcher Liam Harding who will stride in now as leadoff man is aboard, as Edgett was able to bloop one into right field. And it was able to fall. It's the second hit of the game for the away team. As Edgett gets his lead off and Nelson looks him down. And he's going. The throw in, and it escapes the second baseman, and Edgett is safely in with a stolen base. A little bit of a mix-up there between the second baseman and the shortstop, and it results in a stolen base. And so Edgett moves over into scoring position here with no outs in the top of the second, as Liam Harding sees his first pitch come high, and it's a ball one. Liam Harding from Staten Island, New York, goes to Rider University as he sees strike one fall in there and moves the count to 1-1 now. Nelson checking down Edgett over there is second as he gets his lead after the stolen base. They play cat and mouse, and then the bunt is laid down. It's up in the air, and no one can get around to it. Torres came in from third to try and snag that one, as him and Hernandez were both moving towards it. No one could get to it in time, and so the flared bunt falls foul, and it's strike number 2, and it moves the count to 1-2 on Liam Harding. Edgett still over there at second. Nelson will fire. Swing, and that one's deflected back into the backstop, and the count remains at 1-2. Harding just had to fight that one off. It was in the upper half of the strike zone, and he just got the top of the bat on it to send it back into the newly installed backstop here at Coburn Park. And Edgett's going to go, and it's going to be down, and he's going to be in a rundown now. Torres hunting him down. Torres will tag him up, and they'll get the man at second as Harding is able to get to first. But Edgett was heading off to third on the steal there. And it did not work in his favor as Harding sent one right down the line. And Torres is able to run him down. And one gone here in the top of the second. Still no score. A pair of hits for the away team is Andre Marchessault at the plate now. Marchessault attends LaSalle College. And he sees strike one fall in on the inside part of the plate from Nelson. As the count is 0-1, Harding is over there on first on the fielder's choice. As Nelson delivers, that went outside for ball one. Marchessault from Cheshire, Connecticut, 5'11", 184. The right-hander standing over the plate it's a 1-1 count with one gone. Nelson fires in there, and it's just outside, and it moves the count to 2-1 now. Harding gets his lead over at first as Nelson looks him down and then delivers, and it's a swing and a miss, and it moves the count to 2-2 now on Marchessault. It's a 2-2 count for Andre Marchessault as Chad Nelson looking to get the second out of the inning here as he's got Harding over on first. That went well outside, and Hernandez does a good job to get in front of that one and keep Harding at first as that one looked to get away from Nelson a little bit as he was trying to paint one in there on the outside corner, and it moves the count full here with one gone in the top of the second. Still no score from Colburn Park. Nelson from the stretch. That one fouled off by Marchessault, and he stays alive. Marchessault just trying to prolong this at-bat as he's got Liam Harding still over there at first. They would like to advance that runner here as there's one gone here in the top of the second still. Nelson from the stretch again. Another 3-2 offering. And he'll go over to first, and Harding is back there in plenty of time. And so we'll do it all again. Pilots getting set to head to Elmira for their season opener before they come back here on Saturday for their home opener against Mohawk Valley. Is another 3-2 offering, and this one is flared into center field. Back to get it, and Harding will have to retreat. Dawson Bailey over there to make the play.
Up next to bat, center fieldman number 2, Parker Tadlock.
Nelson able to stay strong there as it was a long at-bat there for Andre Marchessault, but he ends up flying out to center. It keeps Harding at first, and there's two gone now here in the top of the second. Still no score. Parker Tadlock at the plate now for the away side. That one outside for ball one. Parker Tadlock from Georgetown, Texas, a long way from home for him as he goes to Angelo State. 5'7", 160, just finished up his freshman year there. As Nelson fires again. Tadlock held up, but it was a strike anyway, and it's a 1-1 count now with two gone. Harding is still over there at first after he was able to advance as Torres was able to tag up to get the first out of the inning. Nelson will fire again. That one low. For ball number 2 is there's one strike, and 2 balls with 2 outs. Nelson delivers that one. That one skipped down to Torres in a good play, and he feeds it over to second, and that will retire the side. We'll go to the home side of the second when we come back. Still scoreless from here at Colburn Park.
Now up to swing the bat, first baseman number 17, Grady Rice.
Back here at Colburn Park as we get set for the bottom of the second. Still a scoreless game as Alec Teska comes out to pitch his second inning of work as Grady Wright is up at the plate. The left-hander, big swing there, and he pops one up. Foul and off into the left field. Strike number one on Wright after the big swing and a foul ball. As it's an 0-1 count now. Teska and another foul back into the mesh by Wright, and it's quickly 0-2. Teska in the bottom of the first was able to send him down 1-2-3. Good play from Cowles at shortstop in the first and showing off some of his good infielding skills that he has. Teska with the 0-2 now. That went just high as Wright was able to lay off, and it moves the count to 1-2 now. Another 1-2 there, and struck him out as Wright didn't know if he really liked that one or not, but it's a little inside, and it's strike number 3.
Now up to swing the bat,
As Teska sends him down.
Richard Phillips.
As Phillips strides in now. Left fielder hitting in the 5-hole for the home side here. One gone after the strikeout. Teska delivers. Phillips gets some wood on that one, but fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Phillips from Reynoldsburg, and he gets hit. And he'll take his base. And we get a pitching change here now, as it's Ryan Marketel coming on. So Teska's night ends there after he hits Phillips. What? Ryan Marketel. So it's the righty Ryan Marketel. Goes to Monroe Community College. Big man at 6'5", 200 pounds from Webster, New York. Just finished up his sophomore year at Monroe Community College for the Tribunes. As there's one gone here in the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. The away team able to tally a pair of hits, but not able to cross the plate at all. And Hernandez is ready to go at the plate as we get set to resume action here in this inter-squad scrimmage here at Coburn Park as the Pilots get set to start their season tomorrow night up in Elmira before they come back here on Saturday night for a contest with Mohawk Valley.
Now up to swing the back, catcher number 20, Alex Hernandez. Cheers.
0-2 count as Marketel delivers again. This one chopped up. It's going to be a tough play, and the barehanded grab. And he's able to get him. What a play by Warren as he was able to barehand that one and toss it down to first.
Second baseman number 12, Justin Graham. When he says that.
Justin Graham now up, and a first pitch swinging, and that one's going to fall into center field. And he's got a quick single. First pitch swinging for Justin Graham, and he's able to get a good crack on it. So as we head back to the top of the order, Graham is able to get on, and now hitting for the second spot is Ben Cowles. He struck out his first time out. Here with two gone in the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Graham able to get the first hit of the night for the home team here. Pair of hits for the away team, but still no runners to report. As Marketel gets ready to deliver the 1-0. Cowles takes a big crack at that one, and it flies out. Underneath it is right, and he is able to grab that one, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the second.
Please welcome to the plate, first baseman number 5, Tanner Cooper.
Marketel gets the first pitch to fall in there for strike one. Big cut there from Graham. Cooper, excuse me. Oh, 2. Oh, that one's above the head of Cooper as he gets out of the way of that one. So there's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That one fouled back by Cooper. And the count remains at 1-2. Tanner Cooper plays his ball at Stony Brook, 6'2", 210 from Canandaigua, New York, and he fouls off another one back. As he's using a couple of balls here in this at-bat. As Marketel will get ready for another 1-2 offering with 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Runners going. The throw down. Nice throw, and he's out over there at second trying to steal. Still scoreless here at Newark. We'll be back for the top of the third right after this.
Now, with Dan and Emily, please.
Back here for the top of the third at Colburn Park in this inter-squad scrimmage to get us going here with the 2018 campaign. Alex Hernandez striding in for his second appearance of the night. And it's the right-hander Ryan Wynn from Webster, New York, who will take over the pitching duties. Mid Harding having a little discussion, probably trying to get a little acclimated with themselves here, as I'm sure that's what a lot of the players are trying to do, as things are kicking off here for these collegiate players who just got done with their season and are just trying to get to know each other and trying to get on the same page here as this season kicks off. And so we get set to resume here in the top of the third, still scoreless. The away side at bat now. They got a pair of hits, haven't been able to score any runs yet. It's Hernandez who steps back in. Wynn sends one right down the middle for strike one. There's a 0-1 delivery from Wynn. That one a slider, and it's going to hang up in the air. And he's retired for out number one.
Please welcome to the home plate, third baseman, number 1, Giovanni Torres.
Dawson Bailey out there in center field is able to get underneath that one, and Torres comes back up to the plate, the third baseman. As there's one gone here in the top of the third now. Wynn will deliver. First pitch swinging, and that one's fouled back, and Cooper was not over there to get to it, and so it'll fall foul for strike number one. So after the foul ball, it's 0-1 with one gone. Wynn into the windup. That went high and inside for ball one. Wynn will get ready to go again with the count set at 1-1 now. Torres cut and misses on that one, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. No men on here in the top of the third with one gone. Torres in a 1-2 count. Is Wynn looking to get the second out of the inning here. That one fired in low. Moves the count to 2-2. Torres attending Bates College, 5'8", 175 from North Haven, Connecticut. As the righty is ready for another 1-2. That one outside. Count moves to 2-2 now. Wynn thought he had him there on that one, and he'll try to get him again. That one cracked by Torres into right field. Underneath it is Cruz to make the play.
Number 21, Brandon Cruz.
Cruz will slide into the plate now. Brandon Cruz from Hialeah, Florida, plays his college ball in Nova Southeastern. Stands tall at 6'6", 230. 2 gone here in the top of the third. Cruz will hold off on that one. It'll be strike one. As there's no men on here in the top of the third. Still scoreless with 2 gone. It's an 0-1 delivery now from Wynn. That one low, and it catches Harding and then goes to the backstop, and he'll move the count to 1-1. Wynn with a 1-1 delivery now, and a big crack by Cruz. As it falls foul. And it's strike number 2. It's a 1-2 count now with 2 gone in the top of the third. Wynn looking to retire the side. He'll hold off on that one as it's low in the dirt, and it moves the count to 2-2 now. Brandon Cruz trying to make some 2-out magic here as Wynn about to throw the 2-2. Cruz smacks that one to left, and it's going to skip through, and it's going to be a 2-out single for Brandon Cruz.
Now up to bat,
Andre
center fielder
Marcia show,
number
the third
one,
baseman,
Dawson Bailey.
not able to corral that one as it took a funky bounce on him and slid into left field, and that allowed Brandon Cruz to trot down to first base. As we head to the top of the order, it's Bailey, the center fielder, back up. With two gone, Cruz is over there on first now. Wynn will deliver. That one hits him, and Dawson Bailey will take his base. So Ryan Wynn on the first pitch there hits Dawson Bailey and sends him down to first, and he'll get a visit from Harding out to the mound as there's two men on here with two gone in the top of the third. Still looking for our first run of the game. Is the second baseman Zaptis coming to the plate. Hitting from the left side. As Cruz and Bailey are both aboard with two gone. Wynn throws that one in the dirt for ball one. Wynn, that one snagged right back at him, and he'll jog it over to first, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Still scoreless from here at Colburn Park. We'll be back for the home side of the third after this.
Fans, be sure to visit the concession stands where you will find
Back here in Newark, New York at Colburn Park, ready for the bottom of the third. Still scoreless. As it's Ryan Marketel still on the mound. That one fouled back by Cooper. Marketel ready for the delivery, and Cooper's not able to hold up on one, and he's going to have to jog down to first, and he's not going to make it as he is retired for out number one.
now up to swing the bat, right fielder number 10, Alan Murphy.
So Tanner Cooper not able to hold off there on that one. And he strikes out for out number one here in the bottom of the third. Alan Murphy strides in now as Marketel will deliver the first pitch. That one catches the lower half of the plate for strike one. Swing and a miss as Marketel gets Murphy on that one, and the count moves to 0-2. Marketel delivery, and that one's high, and Murphy's able to lay off of it to move the count to 1-2. Swing and a miss from Murphy. And down he goes. 1, 2, 3 they go in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth, still scoreless from here at Colburn Park. Back here for the top of the fourth from Colburn Park. It's Zach DeVito from right down the road in Palmyra, New York, who will take over the duties on the mound for the home side, as we're still scoreless here in this inter-squad scrimmage. And to be quite honest, I can't tell the difference between the teams, so I apologize.
Now up to swing the bat, shortstop, number 22, Xavier Warren.
Xavier Warren strides back in. He had that nice play at shortstop earlier in the game. As DeVito is ready to go on the mound. Oh, and slung in there for strike number 1. Not much from the bats here tonight. Only 3 hits combined between the teams here in the fourth. As that one falls outside the strike zone for ball 1. Warren ready to go on the 1-1. Cracks that one down the first baseline. Cooper is able to corral that one and touches first for the first out here in the top of the fourth. Grady Wright will come back up to the plate, the lefty. Ready to go as there's 1 gone now here in the top of the fourth. Zach DeVito able to take care of the first leadoff man here. as DeVito is ready to go. That one well in the dirt and almost caught the ankle of Wright. For ball number 1. As Wright assumes the position. And the 1-0 count. That one falls in there for strike 1. Moves the count to 1-1. One gone here at the top of the 4th. Still scoreless from Newark in this inter-squad scrimmage. Wright doesn't go around on that one, and it falls in the dirt for ball 2. There's the 2-1 delivery from DeVito. That went high and outside for ball 3. And it's a hitter's count at 3-1 now for Grady Wright. That one falls down the right. Grady Wright is chugging along for third. Here's the throw. He's safe in there with a triple. Grady Wright, a sigh of relief as he manages to get into third with a triple. Coming off a full count there. Swing and a miss from Phillips. Big cut there on the first pitch. Phillips takes another swing at that one, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One gone here in the bottom of the 4th now. Wright over there at third after his big triple. Phillips takes a crack at that one and fouls it back, and the count remains at 0-2. Phillips will stride back in as he is down in a hole, 0-2. Phillips cracks one over the head of Cowles, and Wright is going to come in to score, and we get our first run of the game as he will touch home.
Now up to
and it's the away side that strikes first.
Alex Hernandez.
It's the catcher, Alex Hernandez, striding back in as Phillips on the 0-2 count is able to get one over the head of Cowles and gets an RBI single. And drives in the first hit of the game. Strike 1 in there to Hernandez. As there's one gone here in the top of the 4th. Phillips over there at first, and that one's fouled back. And it's 0-2 to Hernandez now. Phillips over there at first. That one swung right into a double play. Cowles gets it over, and they turn 2. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th. The away side able to get one, and it's 1-0 now.
The Vintage Gardens Bed and Breakfast is Now up to swing the bat, left fielder, number 24, Stephen Edgett.
Back here for the bottom of the fourth as the lights are on here at Colburn Park now, and my apologies as it's DeVito now pitching. The left-hander from Palmyra, New York, throws in there for strike one. As Stephen Edgett is back up at the plate now for the home side here for the Pilots. Here's the 0-1. That one's inside for ball one. DeVito on the 1-1. A swing and a miss there from Edgett. And he's down in the count 1-2 now. Edgett, the leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth. The away team able to get one after Grady Wright's triple. That one falls in there for strike three, and Edgett goes down on strikes to lead off the bottom of the fourth here. Catcher Liam Harding back in now. As after the strikeout, there's one gone here in the bottom of the fourth. DeVito, that one, some sweet chin music inside. For ball one. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. That one hit hard into center. And he'll fly out for the second out.
Now up to bats. Give it up for our very own third baseman, number 7, Andre Marchessault.
Dawson Bailey. Plenty of action out there in center field for him tonight, as he has had a couple of flyouts come his way, as he's able to grab that one for out number 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. The home team trying to get something cooking here. They only got one hit. Here in the fourth is Andre Marchessault at the plate now. DeVito with a delivery. Marchessault flies that one out. Oh, they come in. It's a hard collision, and that one will fall. A hard collision there.
Center fielder, number 2, Parker Tadlock.
As Cruz and Zakpas came together. And Cruz is not small by any means. Standing at 6'6", so it was a hard collision. And a little miscommunication allows Harding to get on base. So a man on first now with 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. That one inside. As Taddock is at the plate now. DeVito throws that one in. Back down to first, trying to get him was Harding. But Harding is back in time. Grady Wright over there at first base to prevent that one from getting by him. Count remains at 2-0. That one down low. And it's 3-0 to Taddock. Interesting to see if Taddock decides to go after this pitch from DeVito, or he'll lay off of it. DeVito will throw down to first to check on Harding. Count still at 3-0 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. DeVito the windup. Throws that one in, and it's a 3-1 hitters count now for Tadek. Harding over there at first. Tadek gets a piece of that one and sends it into left field. And it's going to fall, and it's going to go all the way back to the wall. Harding is going to round third and score. Tadek is in there with an RBI stand-up double.
Now up to bat, designated hitter number 20, Jacob Polishak.
Polishak comes up to the plate now as Tadek smacked that one into left field. Phillips was back there to try and get it, but it escaped him as he misplayed that one a little bit, and then it escaped all the way to the wall. And that allowed the runner to come around and score. And so the collision between Cruz and Zachbis turns out to be costly, and it allows the home team to get their first run of the game. And we're tied all up at 1 here with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Polishak at the plate as Tadek is over there at second after his RBI double. DeVito gets that one to fall in. It's an 0-2 count now to Polishak. Polishak takes a crack at that one and fouls it into the backstop, and the count remains at 0-2. Zach DeVito trying to get out of this inning with only giving up 1 run. Here's another 0-2 and a swing and a miss to Polishak, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. But the home team is able to strike. It's Tadek with the RBI double, and we're all tied at 1 here at Colburn Park. Back here at Colburn Park as we head to the top of the fifth. We're all tied at 1 now after Tadek was able to smack one into left field. As Liam Harding came around to score. It was an RBI double for Tadek, and it ties us up at 1. As we head to the top of the fifth. It's Giovanni Torres who will lead off the inning for the away side. Polishak is on the mound now, the right-hander. Just trying to keep up with the pitchers here as they change just about every inning. Polishak, the righty, he'll deliver. Torres gets a hard piece of that one, and it goes into the backstop, and it's 0-1. Sun starting to set here in Newark, New York. A beautiful evening to get a little inter-squad scrimmage in before the season starts in Elmira. Tomorrow is a nice little slider by Polishak, is able to fall in there for strike number 2, and it's an 0-2 count to Giovanni Torres now. Torres. Polishak is looking outside on this one, and it's going to stay outside. Moves the count to 1-2 on Torres now as Polishak trying to get the leadoff man out here in the top of the fifth. Polishak into the windup. A swing and a miss by Torres, and it's a strikeout for Polishak, and he sends the leadoff man down here in the top of the fifth. And number 21, Brandon Cruz, now up for the away side. Had that collision back in the previous inning. Plays his college ball at Nova Southeastern as he will face Polishak here in the top of the fifth. Ball 1 as it misses outside to Cruz with 1 gone now. Tied at 1 here as both teams were able to strike in the 4th inning. It's a 1-0 delivery from Polishak. Cruz is able to hold off on that one. Pushes the count to 2-0 now. The 2-0 from Polishak. That went high at the head of Cruz, and he's able to duck out of the way of that one, and it's a 3-0 count now. As Polishak will try to work his way back into this one. .3-0 delivery now from Polishak. A swing and a miss by Cruz as he was trying to send that one yard with a 3-0 count. Still a 3-1 count now for Cruz with 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. Polishak with the delivery. Thought that was a ball, but I guess they'll do it again. Maybe they're not doing walks right now. I don't know. Cruz will swing and miss at that one, and they must have called it a strike because he's out.
Next up, the swing of the bat, designated hitter number 27, Ryan Wynn.
So Ryan Wynn, who we saw out on the mound earlier, will come in. Throws the ball right and also swings it right as he comes in against Polishak. He lays off, but it's a strike anyway, and it's 0-1 to him now with 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. We're all tied up at 1. The away team is notched 4 hits. Home team is able to get 2. Error piece. Now it's outside. Count was 1-1. Polishak with 2 gone. Throwing the 1-1. He kind of falls on that one. It's Wynn sent that one to the backstop, and it's a 1-2 count now. This ball is Shaq trying to get out of the top of the fifth unscathed here. Paula Shaq into the windup. That one falls in there as Wynn looks at strike three, and that'll do it for the top of the fifth. Still tied at 1 here at Colburn Park. We head to the top of the fifth, bottom of the fifth, excuse me, here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York, for this inter-squad scrimmage as we get you set for the 2018 campaign. We're still tied at 1. As we head to the top of the order, it's Graham at the plate as he takes strike 1, moves the count to 0-1. Tanner Cooper on the mound pitching, the right-hander. That one in the dirt, and it squeaks by to the backstop and it moves the count to 1-1 now. That one in low, and it'll count as ball number 2. Cooper into the wind, and that one's going to fall in there for strike 2. And it's a 2-2 count to Graham now. Graham able to hold off on that one. That one was curving on Graham there, but he's able to hold off, and he pushes the count full with no outs here. Graham able to send that one into left field. It's foul. No one can track it down, though, and it'll fall. And the count remains at 3-2. Torres and Phillips were both over there charging towards it. Torres, the third baseman, a speedy little player. We've seen him use that speed a couple times out there in the infield, and him and Phillips came together to try and get that. Graham is swinging a miss, and Cooper sends him down to lead off the top of the fifth, bottom of the fifth, excuse me.
Shortstop number 9, Ben Cowles.
Ben Cowles now. Strides into the batter box to face Tanner Cooper here. Cowles holds off on that one, but it falls in for strike one. Cooper quickly ready to go. And Cowles takes a cut at that one and misses, and he's in an 0-2 hole. So with one gone, Cooper is ready to fire in the 0-2. It's inside, and Cowles holds off to move the count to 1-2. Cooper ready to deliver again, and that one is in there, and it's a second straight strikeout for Tanner Cooper, as he gets Ben Cowles down on strikes, and there's two gone now here in the bottom of the fifth. Alan Cooper strides back in. With two gone, he'll face Tanner Cooper now, as he's gotten two straight strikeouts since coming up to the mound. Ball one inside on Murphy. It's 1-0. Sends that one to the shortstop, Warren, on the one-hopper. He's able to corral it, and he sends it down to first, and he's safe. Wright tried to stretch out, but the speedy Murphy is able to get to first. That's an infield hit that keeps us in the bottom of the fifth. Cooper able to get that one in for strike one, as Stephen Edgett is back at the plate. Cooper takes a peek over at Murphy at first. That one's in the dirt. Murphy will hold off, though, and he heads back to first, as Hernandez was able to get his body in front of that one. Count goes to 1-1 with two gone here in the bottom of the fifth, all tied up at 1. Cooper with the delivery, and it's low in the dirt. Count moves to 2-1. Ready to go with Murphy over on first with two gone. The 2-1 is inside. Count moves to 3-1 now. It's a hitter's count for Stephen Edgett, with two outs, trying to make something happen here for the away side, the home side. Runner's going, and that one is well out of the reach. And Murphy slides into second and has himself a stolen base as he moves into scoring position, as the count is at 3-1 to Edgett. Cooper, that one is outside, and Edgett is walked here with two outs now. Murphy and Edgett are both on.
Next up to swing the bat, catcher number 28, Liam Marshall.
Liam Harding now coming to the plate. With two gone here in the bottom of the fifth. Murphy and Edgett have both managed to get on base here, and they're going to throw down. And did they get him? No, they didn't. Edgett is able to return to first safely, as Hernandez tried to throw down to first. That one fell in there for a ball, so the count is 1-0. Cooper throws that one in there, grounded up the first. Warren will handle it over to second, and that will retire the side. Still tied at 1 here in Newark, as we're through 5 in this inter-squad scrimmage. Top of the sixes, Dawson Bailey is back at the plate. Polishak will head back to the mound for his second inning of work. As we are all tied at 1 here. Away team with 4 hits compared to the home team with 3. But we're all tied at 1. Bailey shows bunt, takes it, but it's a strike. And it's 0-1. Polishak into the windup. Slider misses outside. And the count goes to 1-1. Dawson Bailey at the plate for the Pilots. He looks at the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, holds off. Gets the count to 2-1. Polishak. The 2-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 3. Dawson Bailey ready to go as the leadoff man here on the 3-1 pitch from Polishak, and it's inside and high, and Bailey will take his base, and it's a leadoff walk to start the top of the 6th. Zaxbus trying to advance Dawson Bailey here to start the top of the 6th, as the leadoff man is aboard after Polishak walked him. Zaxbus batting from the left side of the plate. Bailey looking for a good lead as Polishak looks over there. Ball 1 thrown in there. And one popped up, and Zaxbus doesn't like it, as Harding is back there and behind the plate, and he's able to get that one for out number 1. And that's the inning. I don't know.
Now up to bat, first baseman number 5, Tanner Cooper.
Tanner Cooper strides back in to get us going here in the bottom of the 6th. Not entirely sure who is pitching, but he's a right-hander. One falls in there for strike 1 on Cooper. Cooper just got finished up on the mound, pitched a nice inning, scoreless inning for him, and heads back to the plate where he takes ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike as Cooper leads us off here in the bottom of the 6th. We're still tied at 1. Cooper swing and a miss on that one, and it's a 1-2 count. The signal and now the pitch. And he gets Cooper looking on that one for out number 1.
Number 7, Andre the Giant. Whoops, I meant Marshall.
Andre Marchessault back at the plate now. The third baseman strides in. There's 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th now. Marchessault swinging at the first pitch there, and he fouls that one right at the top of the bat into the backstop. It's an 0-1 count now to Marchessault with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Another big cut for Marchessault, and that one falls foul into the bleachers. And it's quickly 0-2 now. Still tied at 1 here at Colburn Park, this inter-squad scrimmage. Marchessault at the plate in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch, and he fouls another one off. Behind the backstop once again. Marchessault back into the box, and he'll get ready for another 0-2 offering. That one just low, and it'll be ball 1. One-two pitch now. That one fouled off again by Marchessault as he's staying alive here in this at-bat. Marchessault ready to go. It's still 1-2 count with 1 gone. Marchessault gets a handle on that one out to center field. Backtracking and able to corral that one is Dawson Bailey.
Swinging the bat, center fielder number 2, Parker Tadlock.
Parker Tadlock, he had that RBI double, who scored the only run for the away side. Back in the top of the 4th. Paddock held off on that one, but it's strike 1 anyway, as there's 2 gone here in the top of the 6th now. We're all tied at 1. This one thrown in. Paddock grounds one over to Warren. Warren is able to corral it, tosses it down to first, and that'll do it as they go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. Still tied at 1 here at Colburn Park. We'll be right back from Newark, New York. Xavier Warren back at the plate, the left-hander, and shortstop ready to go in the bottom of the sixth. We're still tied at 1. As it's Alan Murphy on the mound now. Pitches at St. John Fisher College from Richburg, New York. Stands at 6'0", 175. The right-hander will pitch to the lefty Warren. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Warren stands in there as the leadoff man. It's a 1-0 count to him. Big cut from Warren, and he misses on that one. Moves the count to 1-1. Warren, he's had a couple of nice plays down there at shortstop. Here tonight as he's ready for the 1-1. Catches the outside corner, and it's a 1-2 count. As that one's called for a strike. Murphy ready to throw the 1-2 to the leadoff man, Warren. Warren with a big crack of the bat, and he sends that one foul off the left side. Count remains at 1-2. Still none out here in the bottom of the sixth as we're all tied at 1 here at Colburn Park. Alan Murphy ready to throw in another 1-2 as he tries to get the leadoff man out here. Warren taking some hard cracks at the bat, and that one's foul again. As he was able to get a piece of that one, it keeps the count at 1-2. Grady Wright in the on-deck circle. He had that triple back in the fourth and was able to then come in and score on that. He's due up next as Warren is still in a 1-2 count here as he leads off the bottom of the sixth. Murphy with the delivery. Misses low and outside, and the count goes to 2-2. Warren hanging tough in there from the left side of the batter's box, and Murphy will deliver again. Warren fouls off another one. Warren proving to be a tough out here to start the bottom of the sixth. After that foul by Warren, the count remains at 2-2. Murphy still trying to retire Warren here to start the bottom of the sixth. Big swing and a miss from Warren, and Murphy finally retires him for the first out of the inning. Well, that's a good at-bat there from Warren as he took a couple of good cracks at it. But Alan Murphy is able to prevail in the end, and now Grady Wright strides into the batter's box as there's one gone here in the bottom of the sixth. Grady Wright attends Lincoln Memorial University. He stands there on the left side of the plate, and he takes ball 1 outside for Murphy. Big cut from Wright. He gets all air on that one, and the count moves to 1-1. One gone here in the bottom of the sixth. We're all tied at 1 still. It's been a defensive affair here in this inter-squad scrimmage at Colburn Park. Alan Murphy is ready to deliver the 1-1 to right, and he holds off of it, but it's a strike anyway, and the count moves to 1-2. Murphy looking for his second K, and he'll deliver the 1-2 now. Right, big cut. That's another strikeout for Murphy.
Left fielder, number 19, Richard Phillips.
2 gone now here in the bottom of the 6th. Phillips will stride in. He had a triple earlier in the game. He will face Alan Murphy. Here's the first pitch, and it's a big cut by Phillips, and it's struck back behind home plate. And it'll be a fall foul for strike 1. Murphy ready to throw the 0-1. Phillips holds off outside and low. Count goes to 1-1 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Phillips from Notre Dame College and from Reynoldsburg stands at 6'2", 185. Phillips gets a crack on that one, and that one will go foul as well. No one able to get a glove on it. Count it 1-2 now with 2 gone. Alan Murphy able to send down the first 2 swinging. Trying to do the same to Phillips. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. Phillips able to lay off. Count goes to 2-2. Here on the home side of the 6th, we're still tied at 1. Looking for an outburst of offense maybe from one of these 2 teams. It's a 2-2 count to Phillips with 2 gone. Murphy, the windup. Phillips cranks one into right, and that one will fall. Phillips rounding first. Oh, he slides, and he's going to have to retreat and go back to first.
Catcher, number 6, Alex Hernandez.
Phillips had a lot of momentum rounding first, but just a little too much as he got caught under his own feet and had to retreat to first, but he's in there with a 2-out single. And the inning continues. Hernandez, the catcher, will come up now. Alexander Hernandez from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Goes to Nova Southeastern. And runners going. The throw down, and Phillips is in there in plenty of time. So Phillips gets himself into scoring position with 2 gone. It's an 0-1 count to Hernandez. And the go-ahead run is on second. Murphy able to get the first 2 whiffing, but Phillips able to crack one into right and then stole a base to find himself at second. It's an 0-1 count to Hernandez. Into the windup is Murphy. Hernandez sends one down the left field. It goes off the third baseman's glove, and Phillips is able to get the third, and there's men at the corners now with 2 outs.
Number 1, Giovanni Torres.
The third baseman, Marcia Show, that one was coming at him with a lot of momentum, and it got out of the glove and bounced down, and Phillips came to third. Hernandez, with the power of the bat, is able to get himself on first, and there's men at the corners with 2 outs now. This Alan Murphy finds himself in a little bit of a jam now. Murphy with the pitch. Torres lays off of it, but it's strike 1. Torres back into the box. It's an 0-1 count now. Man going. Murphy didn't see it. And Hernandez is able to stride into second standing up. And so now men on second and third. I would have thought that Murphy would have caught that out of his peripheral vision, that Hernandez was taken off for second. But Murphy threw the pitch in anyway. It's an easy base stolen. Count 1-1. It was a ball to Torres. Torres with a big cut, and it's 1-2 now. 2 gone, men on second and third. It's the home side trying to strike here in the bottom of the 6th. Murphy looking to get out of the inning. He's got Torres in a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Murphy. Torres able to foul it back. Keeps the count at 1-2. Torres attends Bates College from North Haven, Connecticut. Trying to give the home side a lead here in the bottom of the 6th. It's another 1-2 offering from Murphy. Fouled right back, and that one was coming from my head. Good thing they just installed this new backstop. So Torres fouls off a pair of pitches. Count remains at 1-2 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Phillips over there at third. Hernandez is on second. A big lead for Phillips. Torres knocks one into the right field. Oh, what a play. Can he get it down to first? Yes, he can. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. 2 men are stranded, and we're tied at 1 here at Colburn Park.
Fans, it's time for everyone to get up on your feet for the 7th inning stretch. Let's hear you sing along to Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Back here at the top of the 7th from Colburn Park. A good play by the second baseman, Graham, to get Alan Murphy out of the jam there in the bottom of the 6th. Keeps us tied at 1. It's the big right-hander Brandon Cruz on the mound now for the home side. Cruz goes to Nova Southeastern from Hialeah, Florida. Stands at 6'6", 230, a big boy. As we get set here in the bottom of the 7th.
Did you see that?
Now batting designated hitter number 20, Jacob Polishak.
Polishak comes up to the plate here in the top of the 7th. We're still tied at 1 as Cruz is on the mound now for the home side. The away side has been able to tally 5 hits. The home side with 3. We're all tied at 1. 2 errors for the away side compared to the home side's 1. And we are ready to go here. In the top of the 7th is Polishak, strides in. And Polishak, that one's right off the back, and he'll take his base.
Now batting second baseman number 12, Justin Graham.
So Cruz, his first pitch of the night, tags Polishak on the back, and it sends him down to first. And Graham strides in now. Graham had that nice play at the end of the 6th to keep us locked at 1. Cruz got to keep tabs on Polishak down there now after hitting him, and Graham fouls one off. Puts the count at 1-1 now. Cruz into the windup. Fires and it's low, and it'll be a 2-1 count now. None gone here in the top of the 7th. Polishak is on after being hit by the first pitch he saw. Graham slaps one down to the second baseman. It's a slow roller, so he has to go to first, and he is out.
Number 9, Ben Cowles.
Ben Cowles comes to the plate now. Zaxby's got put in a little bit of a jam there. He wanted to turn the double play, but it just wasn't rolling fast enough to do so. So he had to make the quick play over to first and right, able to stretch it out. And now there's 1 gone as the hometown kid Cowles strides in to face Brandon Cruz. That one catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Cruz checks down and fires. In the dirt, count goes to 1-1. Polishak was able to get to second there on the fielder's choice. So he's in scoring position with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. The 1-1 to Cowles. Big cut from Cowles and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Cowles trying to bring in Polishak as we're still knotted up at 1. He's in a 1-2 hole, though. Here's the pitch from Cruz, and it's well inside, and Cowles was able to duck out of the way of that one. And the count goes to 2-2 now. Cowles back into the batter's box. Holds off. Polishak will get down to third as that one escaped on a wild pitch. Hernandez not able to get in front of that one, and Polishak is down at third now with 1 gone. It's a full count to Cowles. Here in the top of the 7th. That one inside again, and Cowles will take his base.
Now batting first baseman number 5, Tanner Cooper.
Cruz trying to get his command under control. He's throwing a lot of pitches inside. He hit Polishak, who is on third now, and Cowles, who got behind in the count, took a couple of pitches inside and got his free pass down to first base. Inside, Cowles going down to first. That one's a wild throw, and coming in to score is Polishak. So Ben Cowles takes off for second, and it's a wild throw from Hernandez. And the go-ahead run is in for the home side. Cruz the pitch, inside again on Cooper. Count goes to 2-0. There's one gone as Polishak crosses the plate. It's a 2-1 lead for the home side now. Cowles advances to second. He gets a stolen base out of it. Swing and a miss by Tanner Cooper. And the count goes to 2-1. Cruz into the stretch. He's got Cowles over there on second. Cooper fouls one back, and the count goes to 2-2. Cooper ready for the 2-2 with one gone. Cowles on second. Cowles will retreat as he saw Cruz peeking over there, and Cruz will step off and will do it again. Cruz into the windup, fires, it's in the dirt. Cowles is going to go down to third, and there's no throw from Hernandez, and Cowles slides into third base, and with one gone, there's another runner threatening at third, and it's Ben Cowles who has stolen second and third now. Heads up base run in there from Ben Cowles as he saw the wild pitch. Cooper fouls that one right back into the backstop. And the count is full to Cooper now. Cowles threatening over there at third. One gone, the full count, and he gets Cooper to go around on that one. And there's two gone. Alan Murphy, who we recently saw on the mound, strides in, batting from the left side. Cowles is still over there at third. Cruz gets the strikeout on Cooper, and there's two gone here in the bottom of the seventh. The home side has taken a 2-1 lead on a wild pitch by Cruz that allowed Polishak to score. That one missed down low for ball one. Able to hold off on that one, but it's a strike anyway, and the count goes to 1-1. Two gone now here in the bottom of the seventh as Cruz ready to deal the 1-1. In the dirt, Hernandez able to keep it in front of him, and it keeps Cowles at third. Cruz obviously having a little bit of a issue getting his command under control as he's been a little in the dirt here. A swing by Murphy and a miss. Pushes the count to 2-2 with two gone. Cruz ready to deliver the 2-2 to Murphy. Murphy holds off on it, and it's outside. And the count is pushed full. There's the 3-2 offering from Cruz. Gets him looking, and that'll do it. The bottom of the seventh. One stranded, but the home side gets one. They go up 2-1. We head to the eighth from Colburn Park next. Back here for the top of the 8th from Colburn Park. It's the home side who took a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th as we head to the 8th inning now. It's Braden Odenhall who comes in to pitch. Odenhall. Odenhall. There's a tongue twister. From Fenton, Michigan, 6'4", 210. Plays his college ball at Maryville. Cruz just got done pitching, comes into bat, and he takes a big cut there for strike one. Is here in the top of the 8th, finishing up this tune-up before the season starts in Elmira tomorrow. It's a 2-1 ball game, the home side. Up here is Cruz watches strike two. O'Donnell tries to get the curve in there, and he will. And down goes Cruz on strikes.
Now batting, designated hitter number 27, Ryan Wynn.
Nasty pitch there from O'Donnell. And he gets Cruz looking for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. That one falls in there for strike 1 to Ryan Wynn. Actually went to prep school with Ryan Wynn. Goes to Bowdoin College now. Also a pitcher as he watches ball 1 fall in, and it moves the count to 1-1 with 1 gone here in the top of the 8th. The home side up in this one 2-1. O'Donnell on the mound right now for the home side. That one out of the glove of Harding, as it was a little high, and the count goes to 2-1. O'Donnell ready to deliver the 2-1. Wynn checks his swing, but it's a strike. And it's a 2-2 count with 1 gone. Wynn steps back in, ready for the 2-2 offering. Gets him looking again. Back-to-back Ks for O'Donnell. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the 8th.
Number 11, Dawson Bailey.
Dawson Bailey comes back as we go to the top of the order for the home side. That one cracked down the right. Over to make the play, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 they go in the top of the 8th. Still 2-1 here at Colburn Park.
Congratulations to the Newark Pilots for winning this. Good job to both teams.
All right, an abrupt end to this game, but the Pilots win 2-1. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Dan Cooter. We'll see you next time for the home opener on Saturday. Hope you can make it. Signing off.